Oh, Lord. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. It's been a long, hectic day. All right, that's it. Today is Monday, June 24th, 2024. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks to everyone that checked in on me to see if something was wrong, because y'all know this would be my at least second video today by now, or third at least, somewhere up in there, but it's my first. And you see I got oil all on me. It's been a rough day with the truck and the port. Just lifing. But I'm good, and thank you, Danielle, and everyone else who checked on me. I'm good. So here I am with my first episode of the day. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, but life is lifing, even for me. But I'm like, it slapped the shit out of me though, but here I am. So, I want to do this one for, did I say the date? June 24th, 2024, Monday. And it's 105 degrees outside. I forgot to leave that part out too. It's been a rough one. So, I made it. Here I am. And I want to send this one out to men and women, just for men and women, that's newly single, just coming out of divorce or long-term relationship, man or woman, and you're about to get back out. You done did your little grieving process. You done took time to heal. You done did what you need to do. Took some time to yourself. Now you ready to get back out here and start seeing if you can find somebody else, right? You might be a widower, whatever you call it, when your wife died or your husband died or you just broke up, divorced, what have you, but you're single now. And you haven't been single that long, or you may have been single for a couple of years, but you haven't been out here on the dating scene. You just been chilling for whatever reason, getting to know yourself, discovering yourself again. You know how it is when you first come out of a long-term relationship. You're not supposed to just jump right back out here and go to dating or whatever, because you're supposed to be healing and getting over and dealing with whatever trauma, whatever issues you had in your ex relationship. So now, you done did what you need to do. You feel like it's time. You ready to see if you can, and you ain't out here trying to sleep around, whether you're a man or a woman. You're not looking for that. You're a relationship type. You're commitment type. You're the type with, you only deal with one person at a time. You're not out here trying to see this person, see that person, like they say on Facebook. Date them all, sis. To one of them, step up, whatever. You ain't trying to do all that. Man, you ain't trying to. You at a point in your life where you don't feel like being involved with all these different personalities. Date here, date that, date that. That shit get expensive for a man. They get expensive. All these different dates, dating all these different women. It ain't cheap. So as a man, you don't want to do that. You want to deal with one woman, even if y'all just seeing each other, dating, getting to know each other. You don't want to deal with her like it's suggested nowadays. That's what you do. You're supposed to see a bunch of people. And if you're a woman, you ain't with all that either. You're like, man, I don't want to date no 4 and 5 dudes at one time. Even though I ain't sleeping with them, I just don't want, that ain't how I rock. That ain't how you supposed to do it. You're supposed to meet a person, y'all talk, see if y'all got anything in common. If not, then you move on to the next one and don't talk to that person no more. If you're that type of person, and you about to get back out here, you ready. You know you ready, and you ready to do the right thing. You're a good person. You're gonna bring happiness and joy to somebody's life. You ready to treat somebody right. You ready to be loyal, committed. A good woman, good man. You ready to do the damn thing, right? I just want to let you know something. Even if you meet somebody and they single, You need to know. I'm talking about they really single. They're not in a relationship. They're not married. They really are single. I'm talking about where they can spend a night. You can spend a night single. Listen to me good. This day and age, everybody seeing somebody. If you want somebody that ain't seeing nobody but you, even if you ain't in a relationship, and you thinking y'all vetting each other for something serious later on, you just need to know, even if they single, everybody seeing somebody. Ain't nobody out here just all to themselves. And when you meet them, you're going to be the only one they talking to. I ain't talking about relationship-wise. You're going to be the only one they talk to. They ain't going on dates. They ain't talking on the phone. They ain't doing the Humpty dance with nobody. The Humpty dance. Y'all remember that Humpty Hump? They ain't doing none of that with nobody. They're just talking to you, and you just talking to them. Y'all getting to know each other. Y'all talking on the phone. I'm talking about you could be going out on dates with this person. You could talk to them every day, every night on the phone. Y'all hanging out, going to the Tyler Perry plays, going to see Bad Boys 4 or whatever number they on now. Y'all doing all that together. But long as you know, that person still seeing other people. Everybody out here seeing somebody, baby. Long as you know that, don't come out here with them old school expectations when one person talk to one person. Even if you weren't in a relationship, it was a time where we just talking. You know, folk would ask you, y'all together now? No, we just talking. Because that would be the only person you dealing with, even though y'all ain't in a relationship. It was a time where that person you talking to was the only person you dealing with. You trying to see if they're going to be somebody you're going to get serious with. You trying to see if that's somebody you're going to get in a relationship with. So therefore, once upon a time, even if y'all ain't in a committed relationship, that would still be the only person you're talking to. They don't do that no more. You could have been seeing that person for 3 months now, and y'all still ain't decided if y'all gonna get in a relationship yet. But you might be seeing only him, or you might be seeing only her, but they seeing 10 other motherfuckers. I ain't saying they sleeping with them. They sleeping with 1 or 2 of them though, minimum. But they ain't sleeping with all of them. That woman you just met, and they ain't gonna tell you they see other people. They gonna pretend like they gonna act like you just it's just you and them. They ain't gonna say otherwise, and you ain't gonna even think to ask. You gonna ask, are they single? Are you single? And they ain't gonna be lying when they say no. I mean, yeah, I'm single. They're not gonna be lying. You ain't gonna think to ask, well, are you seeing 10 other people? You ain't gonna think of that. All you gonna think to do is, call back in the day, all you need to know, are you single? And when they say, yes, I'm single, that means, hey, we good. You ain't gonna think to ask, are you seeing at least 10 other people though? I know you say you single, but are you getting that soapy rag for somebody? Night after night. Y'all know what the soapy rag is, and if you don't know what the soapy rag is, this ain't where you're gonna come learn about it. Go ask somebody, what do you mean by the soapy rag? You know, the rag with the soap on it, you let. But anyway, just know that person you just met, or that person you've been dating, not dating, y'all ain't really dating, y'all talking on the phone, coffee, dinner, movies, trying to see what it's gonna be. But in the process of doing that, even if you ain't the one doing it, I guarantee that person you talking to is seeing you, him, or her. Now, are they sleeping with all of them? That's not what I'm saying. I just want you to be prepared for that. When you come out here now in the new dating scene, you ain't been out here for a minute. You've been in a marriage for the last 20 or 30 years. Or in a relationship if you only been in a relationship for the last 3, 4, 5 years, this has changed dramatically over the last 3 or 4 years. The dating scene. It's done got horribler, because it was already horrible. It's been horrible for the last 20, 30 years. But over the last 3 to 4 to 5 years, 10 at the most, if you've been in a relationship where it's been 5 years, 10 years, what have you, and now you single, you back out here, you ready to mingle. Whoo, Lord, bless your heart. You need to go back and watch some more of my videos on how to deal with this new dating scene. If you haven't watched them, I teach you how to do this here. It ain't like it used to be. It ain't even close of how it used to be. Everybody's seeing somebody. I don't care if they 500 pounds with a mole on their nose this long, sticking up like the Wicked Witch of the West. They seeing somebody. If they big back and stink, they seeing somebody. So don't be like the girl that told me one time she don't date good looking men, thinking if she get an ugly guy, she ain't got to worry about him seeing nobody else. Everybody's seeing somebody nowadays, baby. I don't care what they look like, if they broke, fat, skinny, don't know what they is. You don't know if it's an alien or a human. You don't know what the hell it is. It's seeing somebody. Facts. Now, it's going to be a handful of people coming on here. Nah, Big Ward, I'm chilling right now. I ain't seeing nobody right now. Well, you in that phase right now. What I was just talking about, what the other people went through, where they ain't dating yet. So the only people that ain't seeing nobody, they ain't seeing nobody, not even you. I know some people that just chilling right now, but they ain't seeing nobody. They ain't dating. They ain't talking. They ain't doing nothing. They just to themselves. I'm talking about the people that's out here on the dating scene that would actually talk to you and give you their number, this and that. These people I'm talking about ain't gonna even give you their phone number. I know women that they won't give you their number. They won't do nothing because they damaged, hurt, just got out of marriage, what have you, they ain't trying, like you was, before you was ready. The only people that ain't talking to nobody right now are people that ain't ready yet. They just not ready yet. But if they ready, everybody's seeing somebody, even if the person they with don't know it. So therefore, I'm Big Unc, we family, I'm talking to family, so I'm putting my family up on game. Don't bring your happy ass out here with that fairy tale world, how it used to be back in the 80s and the 90s. When you're looking to Silk, listening to Silk and Freak Me Baby and all that type, let me lick you up and down, y'all. This ain't them days. These people out here ain't giving a fuck. They ain't gonna tell you, it ain't your business, it ain't mine. I'm single, I can do what I wanna do. I don't owe you no explanation. It's up to you to protect yourself. It's not up to that person to protect you. Let me repeat that. It's up to you to protect yourself. It's not up to that person that you're talking to protect you or your heart or your feelings. It's up to you to protect you. I'm telling you, these people out here ain't gonna protect shit. They ain't even protecting themselves, let alone gonna protect you. It dudes out here run up in a gorilla row. So, I'll be damned they're gonna protect you. Let that gorilla have a nice ass on it. There's some jokers out here won't strap up and go straight raw dog in that big booty gorilla. I'm telling you, they out here. You will never know. He might look like a regular, good guy to you. So, my family, my people, I'm putting you up on game. Don't come out here thinking you finna be, what you call it? I forgot what I'll think about it in a minute. When you just talk, that you and that person is the only one. It's just y'all. Y'all in a relationship. And a lot of y'all might be wondering, like, Big, what the hell are you talking about? Listen, I came up in a time where even if you wasn't in a relationship, you single, she single. If y'all just talking on the phone, that would be the only person you talking to. Cause you putting all your time, effort, and energy in trying to get to know them. So you can't do that if you talking to 5, 6, 7 other different people. Even if y'all ain't bumping. We used to put all our time and effort into that one girl or that one boy. Believe it or not, it was a long time ago, but there was a time, boys and girls, a long, long time ago in a land far away, there was a time where a man would meet or a young boy, whatever, a young man would meet a young lady. They would exchange numbers, and for a period of time, even if they weren't serious, even if they weren't in a relationship yet, she would be the only girl he talking to, and he would be the only boy she talking to. I bullshit you not. I know that sounds, I can't believe it, Big Ward. I'm gonna need proof. I'm telling you now, there really was a time like that. You wasn't in a relationship. Listen to what I'm saying. There was a time when a boy met a girl and they exchanged numbers. That boy went on to talk to that girl. And that girl went on to talk to that boy. And they weren't even in a relationship. No screwing, nothing. They just met, they talking. We talking. He putting all his eggs in that basket trying to get that one girl. And she only entertaining that one boy trying to get to know everything about him. She ain't got time to be entertained. Even if it's just talking on the phone, she ain't have time for it. And the boy, he ain't have time. We didn't do it like that back then. Cause it took all your effort and time to get the coochie from that one girl. They wasn't passing it out like that. What's the point of even talking to 5 or 6 different women when you ain't finna get none no way? And we already knew it. It took everything you had to get it from that one girl. Time, effort, talking, dating, getting to know each other. You had to do all that to be just hopefully lucky to hit her 6 months later. So let alone if the time was like that back then, why would you be, as a man, talking to 6, 7 women for what? When you weren't finna hit them. And you knew you wouldn't, because they weren't getting it up like that back then. It was a handful of girls, like at school or what have you, or in the neighborhood, that if she was the type of girl you had to go with to get it, everybody be talking about her. Oh, she a freak. Sabrina a freak, or whatever. I don't know Sabrina, just naming off the top of my head. She got talked about by everybody. You ain't got to go with her to get some. See, back then, you had to go with the girl. No, we call it go with. Relationship. Long time relationship before you got some. There were 2, 3 girls throughout the whole area that was known to give it up, and you had to be in a relationship with her. And they was known as the freaks. She a freak. Ooh. But other than that, that was unheard of. So I'm telling y'all, whoever in that mind state, like how it used to be, and you, for some reason, ain't been listening to me that long, or ain't paying attention to what's going on in the world, or you refuse to accept it or to believe it for what it really is, if for some reason you don't want to accept it, listen to me. If you meet somebody nowadays, you ask them why they single, they can be telling you the truth when they say, yes, I'm single. They telling the truth. But that don't mean they ain't got 10 other folks they telling they single too. That don't mean they ain't got at least 4 or 5 other folks they getting a soapy rag for. Even if you ain't doing nothing with them, it's on and popping somewhere. As long as you know that, get out here and do what you gotta do. All I'm saying is, and if you can't deal with that, if you ain't the type of person that's up with that type, like, nah, I ain't doing that now. I believe in talking to one person at a time. If that's who you are, don't bring your ass out here dating. Go get you some cats, a couple of dogs. If you're in an area where they let you buy a giraffe or something like that, get you a giraffe. I like to be different. But all I'm saying is, if you the type of person, man or woman, that you believe in, if you talking to somebody, they the only person you talking to, and you want to be the only person they talking to, even if you ain't in a relationship, y'all trying to get to know each other, and and the only way you can really truly get to know each other if that's the only person you're talking to. If you that type of person, that mindset, don't come out here. Because everybody's seeing somebody, no matter what they tell you. Get it, got it, good. Bye.